Hi, this is Adam Gartenberg, and thank you for joining me as we take a look at the importance of managing compliance while still maintaining an environment that fosters collaboration. Unfortunately, we live in a time where security breaches are regular occurrences in the headlines. Data breaches are exposing the personal data of hundreds of millions of individuals and costing companies in the billions of dollars, and even resulting in jail sentences for those involved. In one study of collaboration environments, in this case from SharePoint, a survey found that 1 in 2 organizations had a data breach, with equally troubling statistics, with almost 2/3 of companies reporting that they don't know where all sensitive or confidential information resides, and that users accidentally share files with unauthorized individuals outside of the organization. 52% reported that sensitive data is stored in these solutions, and 72% report that users don't delete files as required by policy. The good news is that there are ways of creating a trusted and compliant collaboration environment without limiting collaboration. It starts with a well-defined permissions and access controls, restrictions to keep external parties from internal content, centralized content reporting and oversight, and enforcement of regulatory requirements. Let's take a look at how HCL Connections collaboration platform can deliver on these requirements. Connections offers granular control of user permissions and allows you to specify access control lists for communities, subcommunities, and files. It also gives you full control over your communities, allowing you to set them up as restricted, moderated, or open. Going one step further, restricted communities can be hidden from discovery, and you can also control if external users are allowed. Connections offers restrictions that help you keep external parties from internal content. In addition to overall control over who has access to the environment, for example, internal-only invited external named users or external guests, Connections lets you restrict who can create and share content externally. You must explicitly designate external communities or files upon creation to keep someone from going in later and sharing something that was meant to be internal only. It also gives you a visual notification of external communities and content. Centralized control, reporting, and oversight is also an essential requirement for a controlled environment. And Connections offers APIs to let you monitor and track all events that take place in the system, such as creating, commenting, or sharing. We also work closely with third-party providers, such as Smarsh, for compliance and archiving of content. The last element we mentioned is to ensure that regulatory requirements can be enforced, such as making sure that financial institutions can keep investment bankers separate from commercial bankers. Connections provides the means to do this, and we work with third-party providers to give you the peace of mind you need in this area. In fact, 3 of the top 5 U.S. commercial banks own Connections, along with a host of companies in regulated industries around the world. To give you an example of the flexibility of Connections, some companies have an open environment with protections that allow for regulated and non-regulated users to use the same platform. Others have lockdown controls for community creation and usage as their way of controlling it. What's important to remember is that Connections gives you the ability to deploy and control it the way you want. You can find additional information about Connections, including short hands-on demonstrations of capabilities on our YouTube page, and you can find more information here. Thank you for your time.